For most of my life, honestly, before I actually did anything at all, a specific question would quietly run through my head first, automatically, without me even really choosing to ask it. What will they think of this? Not one specific person either, to be clear about that, just a vague, faceless jury of everyone I'd ever met, somehow always watching, always ready to judge whatever I did next. What outfit to wear? What career path to actually pursue? What opinion to share out loud in a group conversation, or quietly keep to myself instead? That single question ran everything, honestly, silently shaping decisions I genuinely thought were my own the whole time. So I actually changed 6 specific things, deliberately, one at a time, over about a year, and slowly, that exhausting need for constant approval genuinely started loosening its grip. The first thing I actually did was catch that specific question the moment it appeared, and consciously replace it with a completely different one instead. Not what will they think of this, but do I actually want this, genuinely, for myself? The shift felt strange at first, honestly, almost selfish somehow, like I was breaking some unspoken rule I'd followed my entire life without question. But every single time I actually asked the second question instead of the first one, I got a little closer to a real answer that was genuinely mine, instead of a borrowed one shaped entirely around everyone else's imagined opinion of me. The second thing I actually changed was how I actually said no to people, specifically how many words I genuinely felt I owed them afterward, every single time. I used to write out entire paragraphs explaining exactly why I couldn't make it, why I genuinely felt bad about it, why it truly wasn't personal in any way, hoping desperately that enough justification would somehow keep everyone's opinion of me intact and unchanged. What I eventually noticed, honestly, is that every extra sentence I added actually invited more discussion, more negotiation, more room for someone to push back and try to talk me out of my own honest decision entirely. So I started keeping it short instead, deliberately, on purpose. I can't make it, thanks for thinking of me. That's genuinely it, without the lengthy essay attached, and without waiting anxiously afterward to see if the short answer was somehow accepted or approved of by the other person. This felt genuinely uncomfortable at first, like I was being cold or dismissive toward people I actually cared about. But I slowly realized a real, short, honest no actually respects people considerably more than a long, guilty, over-explained one ever really does, because it treats them like an adult who can handle a simple, direct answer. The third thing I actually did was start genuinely separating someone's specific opinion of me from my own actual sense of self-worth, on purpose, every single time it actually came up. For years, honestly, criticism landed like a verdict, a final, official judgment on whether I was genuinely good enough as a person overall. Someone disagreed with a decision, and I felt it deep in my chest as though my entire value had just been quietly reduced somehow, all at once. What I eventually learned, through real practice and a lot of uncomfortable repetition, is that an opinion is genuinely just that, one single person's specific perspective, shaped entirely by their own particular experiences, moods, and personal preferences that day. It's honestly not a fact about who I actually am, no matter how confidently it happened to be delivered to me. Once I actually started treating criticism as simply information worth considering, instead of a direct verdict on my actual worth as a human being, it stopped controlling me quite so completely. I could genuinely hear hard feedback, actually consider it honestly, and still walk away with my own sense of value completely intact, regardless of whether the other person's specific opinion ever changed at all. The fourth thing I actually changed was noticing, honestly, how much genuine energy I was spending trying to impress people I actually didn't even particularly like or truly care about in any real, lasting sense. Acquaintances. Distant coworkers. People I'd probably genuinely never see again after that specific week or month. I was performing constantly, honestly, adjusting my actual opinions, my real tone, even my genuine sense of humor, all to fit whatever room I happened to be standing in at that particular moment. Once I actually started asking myself a simple, direct question, does this specific person's opinion of me genuinely matter to my real, actual life? The answer was honestly no, considerably more often than I ever expected it to be. That realization alone quietly freed up an enormous amount of real mental energy I didn't even fully realize I was actually spending before. I still genuinely care what the people who actually matter to me think, deeply, without question. But I stopped performing constantly for a crowded room of people whose opinion would honestly never actually change my real, everyday life in any meaningful way at all. The fifth thing I actually did was learn to genuinely let someone be disappointed in me, without immediately chasing after them to fix it or explain myself further. This one was honestly the hardest for me personally, because disappointing someone used to feel like an actual emergency, something requiring immediate action to repair right away, no matter the real cost to my own genuine well-being in that moment. I'd apologize excessively. I'd bend my own actual plans completely just to smooth things back over quickly. What I eventually realized, through real experience, is that other people's disappointment is genuinely their own emotional experience to process, not automatically my responsibility to fix immediately every single time it happens. I could actually care about someone deeply and still let them sit with disappointment for a while, without rushing in to rescue their feelings at my own real expense. Some relationships genuinely survived that shift completely fine, honestly. A few didn't, and looking back now, those particular ones were probably built more on my constant accommodation than on any real, mutual respect between us both. The sixth and final thing I actually changed was asking myself one simple, honest question before making almost any real decision at all. Would I actually still do this if literally nobody else ever found out about it? If the honest answer was genuinely yes, I moved forward with real confidence, knowing the choice was authentically mine. If the honest answer was no, that told me something important, quietly, about how much of that specific decision was actually about approval rather than genuine desire on my own part. This single question became a genuinely reliable filter for me, over time, sorting out which choices were truly mine from which ones were secretly borrowed from an imagined audience I'd been performing for my entire life without realizing it. These 6 specific changes, honestly, taken together, didn't actually make me stop caring what people think completely, and that was genuinely never really the actual goal here in the first place. They simply helped me stop handing every single decision over to an invisible jury that was never actually paying as much attention as I always assumed. I'm honestly still learning this, every single day, imperfectly. But I finally get to live my own actual life now, in the empty room, without an audience I was always secretly performing for.